Hello, Freedom Fighters. So, I wanted to make this video to just chat a little about transformational times in our lives. And I know this month is there's a lot of transformational energy in the air, ascension happening for many, and ascension is very rough. Coming together is very important, not isolating too much, which is easier said than done. Trust me, I absolutely know. And yeah, if you have any support, you know, reach out, talk to someone, because that can help out a lot. Like, you need to let things out. You can't just keep everything in. It's so bad for your body, your mind, your spirit, and just as someone that's trying to get my health, I'm trying to get my health back on track, which so far I saw improvement yesterday and I saw more improvement today, which is great. And as of yesterday, I feel like I finally have the support that I prayed for so long. And in order for that to happen, I had to advocate for myself. And I bring that up because we all need to advocate for ourselves. And at times it can be scary, and I understand that deeply. But what I'm seeing in my mind is like, somebody, when you're at a cliff to jump off to in water, like everybody's going, it's like you're terrified, like thinking the worst because of the height, the distance, you know? And I get that somebody, like I'm scared of heights. And like, for me not to be scared of heights, I have to be exposed to it daily. But if it's been a while, it goes back to, like, that fear comes back. And yeah. So after a certain point, you're gonna have to jump in. I see it as like, you can't go back because it's just gonna get worse. We gotta move forward and know that there are people on the other side that will resonate with you on multiple levels, and they want to see you win, and they want to see you rise, and they don't even know you like that. Just because they love seeing people be the best versions of themselves. Dude, I'm kind of starting to slur my words, Mercury. But yeah, like, I'll meet people, I don't know them, like, I don't, but them being the best versions of themselves is going to benefit everyone. So yeah, even people like I no longer speak to, and it's going to stay that way for, very understandable reasons. I still wish for them to work on themselves to be the best versions of themselves, because not only will it benefit them greatly, it will benefit those around them greatly. It will help motivate others, to be their better selves and want to do better and want better for their lives, instead of staying in the mindset of like, oh, things can't get better. Like, who's going to want, to see me do this or that or ABC, whatever it may be. And it's like, it's so hard to get out of that mindset because of the emotion behind it. Emotions are so powerful, and they can manifest things. And that's why I've mentioned, like, I love using music to manifest, and I imagine in my mind like things playing out. Yeah, and to help motivate. um, yeah, and I know there's just so much going on in the world that people are feeling hopeless, because they've dealt with multiple defeats quite literally for decades, in whatever areas of their life, multiple areas. It could be, um, I've been getting dreams of stuff like people being controlled, like with strings, like puppets. I've been seeing crazy shit. Like, it's like being put on a show. Like, it was literally on a stage and I was watching it with an audience. I was just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, this is like some eerie shit and like some morbid shit for some people. And there's like people just watching and being like, oh wow, like that's creepy, this is entertaining. And I'm looking around, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, this is off. Like, this is so off. And everybody's just like, la 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 la. Like their head in the sand, head in the ground. Just like how some people, with what's going on in the world, there are some people out there that don't want to see things for what it is, because then it's like they have to hold themselves accountable, and that's not something that they want to do ever. And it's really sad. But, yeah. So I know the end of this month, I've been seeing in the astrology videos, like I mentioned a handful of times. And if you guys want to see those, I do share it like as posts on my YouTube, so you guys can definitely check it out, so you could know more for what to expect for your placements. And when I checked like for my placements, I was like, oh yeah, that's totally happening. And growth in general, there's always growing pains, and it's messy. And what just popped in my mind is Mr. Robot. I love that show. I love Rami Malek so much, and I've shared it on my YouTube. When he gives that speech about like F Society, he's like, because yeah, F Society for all they've done, like what's going on in the world, which is it strongly relates to now. And I'm definitely going to share that again, like, because that was such a powerful, emotional scene. And yeah, and he's like, you have connections, and they're there for you, and you try to push them away. There are times you even try to beg them to leave you, and they won't, in spite of it all. And like you end up hurting each other, and there's pain and things like that. It's like, but that's just being human. We can't expect perfection from anyone. And we just got to be open to learning from the connections in our lives and not always think that we're always right. And it's just such a powerful scene. I gotta share. You guys gotta watch it. And if anything, you guys gotta watch Mr. Robot. And I think that's on Tubi for free. Like, I canceled Netflix because I really wasn't on there. Like, I watch Korean dramas. I could just there's Korean stuff on like Tubi, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. You know, with that scene, how he says F Society, and dude, I was a lot like that. I was like, fuck society. Like, what's the point? I would try to get close to people, and they screw me over. They get possessive. They just use me. They take my kindness for weakness. And that's why most of my life, I would just be to myself. Because I was just like, what the fuck is the point? Like, I'm so fucking fed up. Like, I need people around me that are going to support me. And now, like, I know there are people out there, and I know to have healthier boundaries and like from working on myself and things like that. And yeah, I know it's very easy to feed the dark thoughts because of all the horrendous things happening around the world. But just know that there are people very similar to you that wish to spread more light and want to get to know you genuinely and not use you and learn from you and teach you things that you don't know, because I've always said it doesn't matter what age you are, your gender, your ethnicity, whatever it may be, you can always learn things from people, you know? And yeah, like just growing up and paying attention to people and their behaviors, because a lot of times I had to because of like what was going on in my life, and the people that were supposed to protect me were the people that were attacking me. And yeah, you know, and they still try to do things, as people can see, because I'm very open about stuff. Um, and I pray all my life to spirit, God, universe, whatever you want to call it. I was like, please don't ever, like, I don't ever want to be like the people that hurt me. And I want to learn from the situations. And this year alone, I felt so many shifts. And, yesterday being a big one, being the 17th, and that being, 17, the in the tarot deck is the star card. And, that was like my light shining, like, no, it was like, there's hope. Like, there's people that want to help you genuinely. And just to know that I have that support, like really having the support I need now, and I can truly be my authentic self without feeling like a person's gonna judge me because, like how some people automatically assume certain things. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get on here and talk about that. Um, and I know things can be extremely lonely and deeply painful. Like I get it, and so many spiritual workers, lots of times, like most spiritual workers, we've gone through like some crazy shit, and we've learned things the hard way, and that's how we got to where we are today spiritually. And yeah, and lots of times it's like stuff still happens, like because there's like this thing. It's like how they're, what was it? Something like about the chosen one. It's like things keep happening because it's like to show the world that you can fight through it, that you can overcome things. And even though it's really frustrating, it's a random fly. Um, like, and I just think of any time I'm going through difficult things, and not to minimize it, because my feelings are valid, and what I'm going through is, it's serious, and to take it seriously, but also to keep the gratitude, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm going through these things, and, my health, and this year has been brutal for my health. But it's like just going forward, and also this other side of me, I'm like, the people that don't like me, I'm like, oh, you're so mad. And you're so mad. You're so mad. Because I'm still going to move forward. And it's funny because it's like, dude, I'm just becoming more and more powerful because of you. And in their mind, they don't get it. Like, because they're so deeply delusional. And they're still going to do it. This literally does not matter what I say or do. or what anybody else says or does. Yeah, it's just funny. But yeah, I feel like such a relief. Like I could put the weight down because I finally have the support that I've been needing so bad for many years. And it only happened because I advocated for myself, because I spoke up. And yeah, at first I was scared because I was just like, oh my God, like, I was so used to this for many years and now doing this change. And I thought about what ifs and like, how would this go? But yeah, after yesterday, like, once the new beginning happened, I was like, okay. And it felt like Spirit was saying, like, it's going to be okay. All right. Because in the future, you're going to look back and be like, thank God I spoke up. Like, because there's things in the past, like, I'm going to share this, like, it's definitely trigger warning, like abuse as a child. So, my second grade teacher, really ironic, her name is Mrs. Payne. And I used to be a very quiet child. I didn't really speak because I was terrified of all adults and most people in general of different ages. And I guess I didn't hear something. She like grabbed me up by the arm and she shoved me to the computers. And she was just so fucking mean to me. Like, and I just begged my mom like to show up. I was like, I need to change teachers. I wouldn't tell her why. Um, so eventually she showed up and I switched to a different teacher named Mr. Parent. Dude, I can't even make this up. But he was like the nicest teacher. And because I spoke up, even though I was terrified, I got myself out of it. And it just sucks because, I'm little and I only have my back. Like, so I get it. When people go through hard times, I get it because throughout my life, I was alone. I didn't have support. And the people that came in, many took advantage of me in different ways. But it's that saying, feel the fear and do it anyways. Courage, be afraid and do it anyways. I have that sticker on my bottle. But just know that, yeah, things might be bumpy for a bit, but in the future, you're going to thank yourself that you spoke up. And there are people out there that genuinely want to support you. Yeah, that's all I got. I just wanted to chat. And of course, as always, subscribe, like the video, share it with like minded people. I am open for ratings. That information will be in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.